Connective tissue disorders. Did you know that 80 to 90% of women are affected by some sort of connective tissue disorders? Well, what are they? Well, today we're here at the Spring of Youth in Ocean Springs talking to Dr. Barmada. How are you? It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thank you.
I love coming here because you've always got some great things to help people in so many different ways. We've talked about stem cells in the past, and the things that you do, the way you treat the veins in the legs with the people standing up instead of sitting down. It works better. Let's talk about this connective tissue disorder. I mean, women, it says that factors such as genetics, hormones, pregnancy, and aging contribute to this. It has to do with connective tissue. And of course, I'm sure a few of us guys get it as well.
Right, absolutely. Well, basically, I mean, the conditions of relevance are really the cellulite, mainly the cellulite and scarring and, things that change with
stretch marks, things like that.
Stretch marks, absolutely. After pregnancies and all that. So these are the main ones that concern most people. Of course, there are many more that do not concern them, and they are more pathological. Of course, that is to be discussed at a different time. But for those conditions that you mentioned, particularly cellulite, it is said that over 90% of women are affected by cellulite, or they think they are. So it's all about perception.
This is true.
So they look down and they see a little ripple, and of course it's cellulite. Now, of course, it comes in different grades and categories, and of course we here, we have a complete aesthetic service with an esthetician, and we do, in fact, treat cellulite. Now, cellulite is an amazing kind of disease, if you will. It's a condition, it's not a disease, but people don't like it, of course. And it comes, of course, if you are a little overweight and your metabolism is being, given the wrong food, all that, which is fattening, fast foods and things like that, that will contribute to it. So people want to get rid of it. Now, of course, there are many theories as to why it is that it gets worse as you grow older. But also, it's very important to realize that there are so many different treatments for it, which really shows that not one is perfect. But, most of them are invasive. You have to actually poke onto the skin with, a probe, do liposuction, all that stuff, and all that is invasive. And of course, guess what? It comes back at the end of it. So why not use a modality which is non-invasive and relatively pleasant to use, and you have a few sessions, like 6 to 8 sessions, about a week apart, and you end up with the same result, if not better, than most of the other modalities. And this is, in fact, effected, we do that, with this great machine here, which is called the EPAT machine. EPAT stands for Extracorporeal Shockwave or Pressure Wave Technology, So it's made by a great German-Swiss company called Storz, and of course we've been dealing with them for a very long time. In 1980 they came up with this amazing machine which did lithotripsy. Lithotripsy is the breaking up of kidney stones without surgery through the skin.
I remember that, yeah.
So this machine, actually the grandfather of this machine, actually could smash kidney stones by sitting them in a bath and putting this over the skin and then activating it, and the beam will actually hit the stone and smash it up. So over the next 20 odd years or so, they found amazing other uses for the machine when they turned down the energy. And if we take this, for example, here, you could see that if you go to this range of energy, you go to the lithotripsy, which is smashing up of stones. Not only in kidneys, but anywhere. They're really very powerful. When you come to this part here, you can see it's non-union of bones, even if there is a non-union of bone, or pain therapy. This is good for pain therapy. This is good for cell regeneration. So in fact, we have used it on a number of conditions, including but not limited to cellulite. So in fact, injuries, we have used it in combination with stem cells for the joints, wherever they are, wherever they may be.
Right.
Sometimes there are spurs of bone and so on, and this can actually knock them off and allow them to get metabolized.
Nice.
Even shoulder joints and so on. So and acute injuries. This is amazing. In acute injuries, is really very, very good.
So it'd be good for an athlete or somebody that may have some problems with joints or just bone spurs or whatever to use something like that.
Absolutely.
And what are some of the? I mean, you use them. I guess you use them on the upper arms. You're talking about you getting rid of that the cellulite and all that stuff, the stomach and everything.
Right. It tightens the skin at the same time gets rid of cellulite. So if we take, for example, the structure of fat in here, there is a difference when the fat is partitioned into columns of fat.
Right.
So when the partitions between the columns of fat get deranged somehow, that's when you get this ripple effect. They pull in. So
Cellulite.
this, absolutely, cellulite, absolutely. Yes. So this machine, what it does actually, it works on those and restores the metabolism, improves the blood supply, and basically brings the normal metabolism back to the fat tissue or whatever joint there may be a problem with that's hurting. Even backs. We've even tried it in backs, and especially people when they've had back pain for years and they get regular injections and so on. When we've tried them with this, in fact, it worked.
Wow. And of course, it probably doesn't take maybe 20, 30 minutes to do this.
Absolutely, about sort of 20 minutes. In fact, you get a session.
So you can do it on a lunch break.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that's
make
what people
yourself a
do.
lunch appointment. Come do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people come to us, through the lunch break, and we have this marvelous esthetician who helps me with everything, and she does her own work as well.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
In fact, we do that. She works with me with us. Yeah, sure.
This is amazing. Another great service you offer here at the Spring of Youth Vein and Laser Center. If you'd like some more information, you can stop by, pick up some information on that. They've got a nice form here for you. Or you can go to the website. Go to the website and get some information. They've got a lot of great things on there that you can find out about the different services they provide here and truly find yourself getting back that fountain of youth. Isn't that right, Dr. Barmada?
Absolutely.
All right, you can do it, definitely. They're located in Ocean Springs, back behind the Ocean Springs Hospital. It is the Spring of Youth Center.